Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Counting on Jim Bob Duggar spotted at man camp. Counting on alum Jim Bob Duggar hasn't been active on social media since the CSAM arrest of his son, Josh, in April 2021. The 59-year-old barely appears at family gatherings and other celebrations. However, some Redditors think he participated in controversial activity with his in-laws. Keep reading to see what it was. Counting on Jim Bob Duggar's latest sightings. One of the latest sightings of Jim Bob was during Jed and Katie's gender reveal party. The Counting on alum was surprised to learn he has twin granddaughters from a married couple. Many fans have also noticed that he has lost so much weight, but others think it's due to the stress that Josh brought to the family. Jim Bob has also appeared in some of Jana's previous IG stories. One of them was a clip of the family having lunch for Mother's Day. Unfortunately, the Duggar family patriarch no longer talks that much to the cameras, seemingly avoiding negativity. Jim Bob spotted at man camp. Some Redditors discussed new photos from the Forsett family's IG page featuring their man camp day. It was organized by Austin Forsett's father, Terry. It features several dangerous activities, such as shooting firearms. According to the poster, one of the photos seemingly shows the back of Jim Bob Duggar. It's unclear if it was the Counting on alum, but he's known for participating in such activities. Lol. Man camp. Wait, it's actually called man camp? I thought that was snark in the title. Welcome to man camp. Our curriculum consists of being in the woods for long periods of time with men, just men, for many days at a time. Up in the cabins with lots of men or down in the church basement with lots of men. The guy in the back on the left. That guy sits like Jim Bob, and it's weird that I know that. I cannot believe all of those hats on during a church service. The fact that they called it man camp. All I'm cackling. Counting on Jim Bob Duggar trying to bring his family back to TV. There are also speculations that Jim Bob is planning to bring his family back on the reality show. This comes after Jana returned to social media after a 2-year hiatus. The Counting on alum later sparked rumors that she's engaged. According to some, Jim Bob Duggar may be planning to let TLC or other networks document his oldest daughter's possible marriage, which could easily blow up. TLC has yet to share if they're bringing back the family on the small screens. They parted ways with them when Josh was arrested for CSAM, saying that they were giving them privacy and space. Rumors have started swirling in the Duggar family fanbase about a recent sighting of Jim Bob Duggar at what many are calling a man camp. The patriarch of the Counting on family has always been a controversial figure due to his strict views on family, faith, and gender roles. So the idea of Jim Bob attending something as on the nose as a man camp has raised some eyebrows and a lot of questions. The setting: what is man camp? Before diving into the specifics of Jim Bob's appearance, it's essential to clarify what man camp actually is. These types of retreats are often marketed to conservative Christian men as a way to reclaim their masculinity in a world that is allegedly trying to strip it away. Activities usually include outdoor challenges, physical labor, survival skills, and discussions on biblical manhood, leadership, and how to be the spiritual head of a household. Think of it as a mix between a spiritual revival meeting and a survival boot camp. Many of these camps lean into traditional ideas of manhood, emphasizing toughness, leadership, and the idea that men are under attack in modern society. They often incorporate intense team-building activities, rugged outdoor challenges, and a lot of sermons about male leadership and family dynamics. These concepts aren't foreign to Jim Bob Duggar, who has long been an advocate for strict gender roles in his household, with men as the providers and protectors and women as the nurturers and caretakers. Jim Bob Duggar's beliefs: a perfect fit for man camp. Given Jim Bob Duggar's public beliefs, attending a camp that champions traditional masculinity isn't much of a stretch. The Duggar family has always adhered to a fundamentalist Christian worldview that prioritizes male authority. Jim Bob's strong stance on male leadership has been a foundational part of the Duggar family narrative, both in 19 Kids and Counting On. In the Duggar household, Jim Bob has always been the ultimate decision-maker, with Michelle, his wife, playing the role of a supportive helpmate. The Duggar daughters, even after marriage, have generally followed in their mother's footsteps, upholding a lifestyle that reflects a strict adherence to biblical roles for men and women. So if Jim Bob did indeed attend a man camp, it wouldn't be shocking. Such a retreat would likely reaffirm everything he's built his life around. It would offer him a chance to bond with other like-minded men, discuss the future of male leadership in a rapidly changing world, and, perhaps, even learn new ways to solidify his influence over his ever-growing family. The rumors, what happened at the camp? While no official photos of Jim Bob attending the camp have surfaced, several eyewitnesses and sources close to the family claim he was spotted at an outdoor men's retreat in rural Arkansas. According to these accounts, the camp was hosted by a prominent evangelical group known for its hardline stances on family and masculinity. Jim Bob was reportedly seen engaging in group activities, including building makeshift shelters, hiking through the woods, and participating in prayer circles focused on restoring biblical manhood. The idea is to strip away the comforts of modern life and test men's physical and spiritual resilience, which lines up with many of the principles Jim Bob has espoused over the years. One insider claims that the retreat's focus was on building up men to be warriors for their families and communities. This language seems to resonate with Jim Bob's long-standing view that men must be protectors, standing guard over their wives and children against the influences of a secular world. He has always championed a militant form of Christianity, where being a man means being ready to lead, protect, and, if necessary, fight for your family's spiritual and physical well-being. Reports also suggest that there were breakout sessions on various topics like the decline of manhood in America, how to train up your sons, and being a biblical leader in a feminist world. If these reports are true, it's easy to see why Jim Bob would be drawn to such a gathering. The Duggars have often been vocal about their concerns regarding the shifting cultural norms around gender, family, and leadership. The family's reaction: silence or support? Interestingly, none of the Duggar family members have commented on Jim Bob's alleged attendance at man camp. The Duggars, who have grown accustomed to media scrutiny, have largely stayed quiet in recent months, particularly after the fallout from Josh Duggar's highly publicized legal issues. However, Jim Bob's attendance at such a camp could be seen as a way for him to reclaim some authority and influence, especially after the family's reputation took such a hit. Some speculate that this retreat might be part of a larger effort by Jim Bob to reassert his leadership, not only within his family, but within the broader Christian community. With his eldest son, Josh, serving a lengthy prison sentence for child pornography charges, Jim Bob's image as a moral leader has been severely tarnished. It's possible that attending this camp was a way for him to find solidarity among other men who feel similarly embattled by modern society. While the family remains silent, the camp's messaging seems to align with the Duggar worldview. Jim Bob and Michelle have raised their children with a strict focus on traditional gender roles, homeschooling, courtship rather than dating, and a belief that the father is the head of the household. A retreat like Man Camp would only reinforce these views. Why now? What could this mean for the Duggar family? The timing of Jim Bob's rumored attendance at Man Camp is particularly interesting. The Duggars have faced increasing criticism and public scrutiny, especially after the legal drama surrounding Josh. It's possible that Jim Bob felt the need to regroup and reaffirm his beliefs amidst the chaos.